minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your.
I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. Sad when no one's to be found. What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind? Yes, you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. You better take the time to recognize it.
These are not. Hi! Welcome to our podcast From Vision to Success.
It has been.
There's no success. Just kidding.
I'm telling you right now, what you're seeing, this happiness,
It's fake.
It's fake. I'm telling you right now.
There's a lot of things going on in Miguel's life.
Holy crap.
I know. We had to kind of iron out what was going between him and I because his life is so messy.
Wait, there's something between us?
No.
What the heck? This is news to me.
I'm just joking. But this man, 2026 is a trialing year and we're only month 2.
I'm telling you right now, if I was...
Actually, you know what? 2025 was bad. Oh, hard. I should say hard.
Yeah, 2020 was hard. 2026, it's beginning to look a lot like
2025.
hell.
I know.
Honestly, what the freak, right? And so, yeah, I'm letting you guys know right now. We're gonna have a good time today. We're gonna have a phenomenal podcast. But I'm letting you know right now, right off the bat, that everything that you are seeing right now on this side is all fake.
I walked in and, he shared with me the things that are going on. I'm like, do you really want to do the podcast? He's like, the show must go on.
Yeah. It's tough. It's one of these. When again, we have to practice what we preach, and I'm going to give myself enough. I'm going to give myself enough time to wallow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give myself enough time
to process,
to look for legal efforts.
Yeah. So I guess we're okay sharing the fact that they're the legal aspect, not nothing else. Relax.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be some legal aspects
100%.
to this thing. There's going to be some things that you weren't ready to do when initially this started because, he wanted to give people the benefit of the doubt. You wanted to be kind.
I wanted to be kind.
I know, but it is not stopping. And I'm a firm believer, firm believer that there comes a certain point where you have to seek legal help.
I know.
This is the time.
This is one of those
times.
So
if I can encourage all of you, whoever's out there watching, pray for Miguel.
and I'm going to say something. And I know we're doing a lot of code talking right now.
And it is because it is a very sensitive matter.
Yeah,
that's why.
It is. And what I can say is I promise that at one point I will bring it forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
it's important.
I think it's important that people know.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
And I think it's important that
my heart is like.
Yeah. No, but I think it's important that sometimes we take a look at people, influencers online, and we just see all the plus, all the good things, and all the things or whatever, and then they're like, and then you said it last week, right? Sometimes we can associate ourselves with
There's
that
no
as well, right?
You know the word relatability. I can usually say that word when I'm not in the podcast, but something happens when I'm with Miguel. That certain words that I can, I can say.
I make you dumber. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Wow. So I have a knife, and instead of pulling it out, she's twisting it.
No, I'm just joking. He does not make me dumber.
Okay.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But no, you're right. I think this is something that eventually, and it's all when you're ready, because is something, it is something intense.
And then I'm gonna talk to my lawyer, and I want to be like, okay, should I bring it forward too? Because I don't want to make it bigger than it really is, or not really is, but bigger than it could be. And so I'll ask, and I'll be like, hey, should I be open about this? And I did talk to him about it. I started talking to him about it, and he says, anybody that wants to know, you should tell them.
Yeah.
He goes, and then it's very interesting because, hang on one second.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
He said that people that deal in the dark are never, there's never good intentions. Now, at the same time, the parties involved, I can see their concerns if it was real.
Burn it to the ground. I'm like,
burn.
Listen, I like knowing this situation from like the inception. I'm so angry, and I'm so not happy in the context that has been happening. But I'm relieved in the sense where you're like, no, I'm going to do something about it now.
Now it's time.
Yeah, because you were taking a beating. You were just kind of like, okay, well, okay, it is what it is. No, it's not what it is. Yeah. Anyway. So we will keep you posted. We will let you know what's happening. Well, he will let you know. That's not for me to share. That's for him to share.
And again, I know that we're being very, very coded and decrypted. Decrepit.
Not decrepit.
Descriptive. No.
Not,
we're being cryptic.
Cryptic.
We're being very
not
cryptic.
Decrepit.
Not decrepit. That's her life. Cryptic.
Man, I'll allow you to be mean to me today just for the context of the day.
But I promise people, I promise, you know what? And I'm actually, I'm glad that it happened. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit more cryptic, but if you can just follow me with me. I was fine this morning. I was good. I was getting ready for whatever. I received a call. And for lack of... how can I be very cryptic? Something was happening and I didn't know where this account was going.
Oh, remember last week?
Yeah, last week we talked about it.
We talked about it.
And I didn't know why?
Yes.
Okay, well now I know why. There was a call that came in and now I know why. So now last week I said there's 1,000 emotions that was taking place and I didn't know what was going on. But the one emotion was the curiosity emotion, like the why. What's going on? What's happening? Now I know why. So now I have closure. So I feel good.
Because now you can do something
about it.
But
now I can actually progress and I can focus on my other emotions. I can focus on hurt. I can focus on anger. I can focus on whatever. And these hurt, I can deal with. I'll just go to the gym, hit the punching bag, hit the weights, whatever, right? Emotion, sad, and I can cry it out, have a good cry, on my knees, saying my prayers and all that other stuff. Curiosity, I couldn't do anything about it. It was just like tossing and turning, why? And so, but now that I got the call and I know why now, I have closure and now I can focus on the other things. And I'm telling you right now, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and you're following all over social media because this is going to go down. I want to say in a couple of weeks, but I don't know. I'm going to talk to my lawyers first.
Yeah.
But it's going to go down.
I think eventually you will know. It's all depending with your lawyers, but I think it just shows the power of how words matter. Yeah. And if you talk certain things that are untrue, you can really affect someone's life, right? Yeah. And so that's the gist of it. When I think our podcast is very much about
authenticity.
Oh my gosh,
I got you. Words. Authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity, right? And truthfulness and integrity. And knowing you for the amount of years that I've known you, I can 100% say that about you, right? Yeah. So just kind of things that are happening, they anger me quite a bit. So. Yeah. Yes.
Now, the thing that I'm struggling here with you is like, you're willing to set aside our problems because I'm dealing with this?
Yes.
What's our problems, dude?
There's no problems. I'm just joking.
I was like, what?
There are no problems. There are no problems. I was just saying that. But if I did have any problems with you, I would 100% set them aside. But I don't.
I don't know what's going on here.
Anyway, welcome to our podcast where we do usually speak from vision to success, but we tend to focus on the messy middle. And today we have an amazing, amazing podcast where we're talking about not quitting, which I think is very, very much aligned with your life.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
and when, you know what? It's so funny because when you were like this morning, you were just like, maybe, and I was still a bit shaken up right from the call. And then you were like, hey, do you still want to do the podcast? And it's a no quitters mentality. When something's on the verge of greatness, crap is gonna happen. And I'm sorry for using that word. I apologize. I don't know, in some households it's considered a swear word. Poopies.
So gross.
So some poopies will happen.
That's so gross.
But you gotta
keep going.
figure out a way to anchor yourself to something or someone, and then you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what, let's do the podcast. Once it's on, it'll be a light switch for me. I'll just turn it on, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's going on right now.
So that's how. So we had talked about the quitter's mentality a while back. We said a bunch of reasons why like people when it comes to spiritual growth, self-care, mental health, relationships, money, fitness, and relationships, they tend to quit within the first couple of weeks of January. Mm-hmm. And so we broke up those things into 4 segments. Today's our last one. And today we're really going to be focusing on relationships and, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Parenting and marriage.
Parenting and marriage. Well, we haven't quit there, so that's good.
Well, so what?
We haven't quit there. We're still married. We still have kids.
Yeah. Mike is good to you.
He's very good to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So marriage, parenting, relationships. So pretty much relationships. Why people quit their relationships, or why they're like, oh, I'm going to give it one more shot. And then now this is a tricky one because there are some relationships that are toxic.
Yes.
And
yes.
that should quit.
We should quit. Why haven't we quit?
Because
let's explore that.
Yeah. Oh, I know mine.
Why? What's your reason?
I don't have a substitute.
So applications. He's looking for applications. I wonder why I haven't quit.
Because you need me. You need
for what?
For your personal progress.
You know what? The woman I am today, it is because of this man.
Mike, you're welcome.
The toxic features of me is because of this man. Because sometimes I look at the things that he does and I'm like, and I'm like, oh wait, I do that. Let me change. So yes, when you talk about it like that, 100%, I need you.
That's not what I meant.
Mirror the things that I do, and I'm like,
That's not what I meant.
100%.
That's not what I meant.
100%.
I'm thinking it more of like I'm a filter. I clean you. So then what happens is that by the time you get home, you're a much pure version of yourself.
Pure version of me.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
You know what?
You show me what not to do.
Church on Sundays.
Okay.
Right? Will spiritually enlighten you. Podcasts on Mondays with me. It's like I change your mind and your spirit. Like you get the full effect that by the time you get home, you're a much better wife and mother to your family.
And it's all because church on Sunday and Miguel on Monday.
It is 100%. 100%. Do you know how many messages have gone from Mike? Thank you.
It's better than you than me. Just kidding.
Literally, he's like, hey man, better you than me.
No, I would like to say that you make me a better person by means of exhibiting the behavior that I want to change in myself, because I see you do it and I'm like, oh dang. That's how. So thank you. Thank you for that. You're right. You do make me a better person, but in a little bit different.
That's pretty mean, but okay.
How are you married? Like, can we just deep dive into that?
I
have come to realize, like, we got a candle for Tegan, right? So Tegan, I have come to realize that this woman needs a shrine. Like, she needs like
an altar.
Forget your pumple. What are they called?
Funko Pops, man. Pumple cuts? The word is right there. Funko Pops.
Where is it?
Right there. They're in big red. Funko.
Oh, Funko.
Yeah,
okay,
Funko.
Whatever. It's Funko Pops.
Funko Pops collection.
We need this to like put pictures of Tegan and an altar and all that stuff, because this woman is a saint.
She's not lying.
Listen, I'm still baffled of how you're still married.
I know. That's a bold statement, man. That's pretty.
But it is a true statement. I'm just joking.
Can you tell people that I'm not a bad husband?
I'm just kidding. He's a wonderful husband. Clearly, and they have 7 children. They're happy.
Okay.
She seems happy when she's around. I don't know what happens behind closed doors.
All right, let's move on. Here we go. Ready?
I'm just kidding. He's a wonderful husband.
Jeez. Now, question. Mm-hmm. What is the difference between boundaries and emotional? Oh, Jonathan. Hey.
I'll hear like Trump voice.
I'm amazing. You're great, but only because of me. You make good points, but my points are the best points.
100%. I know.
The best.
This is, yeah.
All right. So, do you know that Jonathan is moving
To where? How?
to like Stony Creek or something?
Oh,
like that?
dang, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy for you, but not so happy. Well, at least you can still watch us.
Yeah, and so I mean, Jonathan, he works in because he's in construction, so he works all over the place. So
Yeah.
whenever he's in the area, my time's free. We'll just go for wings and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's
he's working at Mayfield right now. So
Okay.
yeah, so him and I, and we have a D&D group together. So
There we go.
yeah, do you know what D&D is?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
I only know that because Raquel started playing that, so
It is. Have you played it?
no. I'm not into games, video games, and all that stuff.
No, it's not. It's more than just a video game.
I have never played it.
It's a role-playing game.
Yes.
What do you know about it?
I don't know anything about
Okay,
it.
so let me bring you into this world. I'm telling you right now, you are going. It's gonna change your life. Do you like the lore, like dragons, witches, and then like knights? And do you like that lore, like J.R. Tolkien?
Do you mean like Harry Potter?
No, like Lord of the Rings stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you like the goblins and the dragons and the?
I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not like heavily into it either.
Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons,
Okay.
right? It's a role playing game.
Okay.
You take on a character,
Okay.
right? You get one person that's called the DM or the Dungeon Master or the
Okay.
Game Master GM, and it's an open world. So you have a sheet,
Okay.
a character sheet, and it lists the spells that you can do, the kind of weapons that you're carrying, and and then there's categories like your charisma, your strength, your shield level. It depicts everything, right? And then what ends up happening is that the GM, the Dungeon Master or the Game Master, takes the party on an adventure, and then be like, okay, you're walk. It's voice theory? No, voice theory of thought. Anyways, they take you on an adventure verbally, right? So you're walking down the street.
Is this like through like is it a board game or like do you do it through your phone? Like how do
No, like just okay. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Okay. So you're walking in the forest. Then and then you're walking in the forest right now, right? With your party, with your family.
Okay.
Kind of thing, right? And you hear a voice saying, "Come to me," out of the bushes. What do you do? Now remember, you're the strong, personal growth. You're a warrior. What do you do?
And somebody's telling me come to me?
Yeah, just a voice out of the bushes tells you, "Come to me."
My initial instinct is not to go to that person.
So what would you do?
To walk away.
To walk away. But then as you're walking, you feel like this presence, like this attachment, this light that keeps drawing you closer, and that curiosity keeps bringing
So
you
then
back.
I go.
You go?
I go and I check it out.
You go and check it out, and you open up the bushes, right? Like the bush, and then you see a little bunny. What do you do?
I go, oh, it's a bunny. And I pick it up.
You pick it up?
Yes.
Okay. And then as you pick it up, it tells you, thank you. And then all of a sudden, it turns into this beautiful, beautiful princess.
Okay.
And it says, I need you to go on a quest for me. What do you do?
Where? For what?
My family is trapped by the ancient lore of La Chupacabra.
Are we really spending our next 10 minutes
Yes.
playing D&D?
Yeah. And I need you to take this ring of invisibility and go and save my family from the Chupacabra. What do you say?
Let's do it. That's what I say. It's a game, so I'm going to go for it.
You say, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
And so you gather up your family and then you go on an adventure. So just like right there, what we just did, it's like I'm telling you a little bit of the steps. Now you're about to run away, right? But you grabbing that rabbit was very crucial. So what I said was like, and then all of a sudden it's being drawn to you, this light, right? So I kind of like, I let
Guide
you,
you.
I let you do what you want to do, but I also guide you into getting you to do certain things. And then, then you take this ring of invisibility, you get to the castle, you see this dragon. What do? Oh, I put on the ring. Oh, okay, great. And you just play this game. Now, there's certain actions that require a dice throw. And based on what you get is the level of success. So if you roll like a 2 and you're about to put on a ring, the dragon sees you. And you're like, and it comes after you. But if you roll like a 20, okay, then you were successful in putting on the ring before you're being watched. And so you just play this game, and it's literally.
It feels like it take a long time to play this game.
It does. It's not a 1 hour game.
And how do you play it? Do you get together with people and play it, or do you play online? Do you play like?
Yeah, you can because of technology now. You can really play you can play online. But originally, it's you just come together as a group. Once a week, once a month, but it just continues. So you play for like an hour or two. Sometimes, some people play for like 4 or 5 hours because, again, you're so invested in this game and like you become this player, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a sword of fire, a flaming sword of whatever.
Is there any like board? Like, is there any?
You could have a board of a terrain.
Okay.
And then monster shows up, and then you kind of like you fight this monster, and you roll the monster rolls a die, then you roll a die, and whoever gets higher.
Seems intricate.
It's hard as listening to the game for the first time. It's hard.
I know, because I'm like.
But
Okay.
that's why a good GM or a good dungeon master kind of guides the party, and they just like right now. I kind of guided you into, you didn't even know the game, but I kind of guided you into like whatever, into getting to you to do what I wanted you to do.
Okay. It sounded a little scary, but do you remember that one time? What did you say? We weren't arguing, but we were kind of like going back and forth online, and you're like, "Okay, watch what I do to you." That kind of had that same.
Leave. Watch what happens. See what happens to you. Yeah. You were threatening and leaving. I'm like, yeah, you leave. You see what happens to you.
No, I'm like, there are certain threats that this man like does in a joking manner that I'm like, wait, should I be worried?
Just wait until we get offline. Mike, say goodbye to her. So we got here Jonathan Cowell. He says, missed you already, buddy. Oh, man, it's great. Well, there's dungeons, and here is Meow Dragons. It encourages you to use your imaginations. You could check. You can do whatever. DMs is generally the storyteller, and he adjusts it based on your decisions. So even those he's guiding, they have also some limitations, right?
Whoa. John says that he had a game last a year and a half.
Yeah. So I played a game. So Seth was DM, and we had it for about a year as well. And then he went on his mission. So it was about a year and a half before he left on his mission.
Wow.
And we would get together. And I mean, this was before, we'd get together here. And then we would just play and we'd just get pizza, KFC, and we'd just play for like 4 or 5 hours once a week.
Wow.
On a Saturday morning.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So you should try it.
On that note,
Thank
you for coming to our podcast. That's it.
And that's the messing middle. But I will say it's a good. There's smaller versions of it, like watered down versions. It's a great family game.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see what every child will do.
Okay.
And kind of like so. Anyways, we should have you guys over and play one time, just as a family.
I feel like I'd be lost.
You won't. If with a good GM, he or she will guide you.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what is the difference between emotional quitting on someone versus having boundaries?
Emotional quitting is that you don't care no longer what the other person does. All right, they did that. Whatever. Oh, okay, sorry. Kind of like you. It's just you no longer care about the relationship, right? It's that whole term too. I don't know if you've ever seen it online that they talk about silent quitting, where a person silently quits their job because they stop doing or caring the things that they do. So in a relationship is the same, I think. For what was the other question? Boundaries.
Setting boundaries.
Boundaries is more about you than the other person. Boundaries says, okay, well, like this is what I'm gonna like. This happens. This is what's okay for me, kind of thing. Like, okay, so for instance, I don't know, like a boundary. Sometimes I have that a little bit of confusion around that because
Yeah.
I watched this video talking about boundaries and expectations, and it talked about that when you have an expectation for somebody, is like, let's say my expectation is like, you shouldn't text me after 10 p.m. because I'm going to be in bed. That's more of an expectation because it's based on somebody else. But a boundary says, you know what? Just know that if you do text me after 10 p.m., I'm not going to get back to you after until the next day because I'm already going to be in bed.
Okay.
Right? So it's more about you and what you're going to do rather than based on somebody else's behavior.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I kind of, well, actually a little bit here. It says here, so boundaries protect connections. Emotional quitting avoids it.
Okay.
Right. And so healthy boundaries comes with communication. So exactly what you said. Hey, listen, I'm normally in bed by 10 o'clock. If you message me after 10, chances are I'm not gonna be able to whatever, right? Emotional quitting comes from distancing and shutting down.
Yeah. You no longer care, right? Like I remember years ago, I used to have a friendship that I was like, I didn't really care about the friendship anymore.
Yeah.
And so if the person was like, oh, you did this and it offended me, I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. But I didn't really care about it. So it was like a meaningless story almost,
Yeah, yeah.
right? The person was a little toxic anyway. But anyway, so that's how I realized that I was like distancing myself from that person. As opposed to when you care about someone, then you're going to have, this is why I always think that conflict is good. It's just the way that conflict is handled, right? So when you have conflict, it's because obviously you care about what's happening and you care about the person.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's an effort to work through whatever it is that has happened.
Yeah, yeah. Boundaries. Yeah, I see it. I think boundaries of you're still looking for ways to stay connected with that person, whether it be
For boundaries or for
boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, having boundaries with people,
Yeah.
you're still invested in the relationship,
Yep.
right? So whether it's a husband and wife, whether it's friends, whether it's you and your children, like any type of relationship, when you create a boundary, you're still connected with that. You still want to have a connection, but just there's limits, right?
Okay.
Quitting is just like you want nothing to do with the person. So
Yeah.
boundaries is more an act of love, and quitting is more an act of like I'm just emotional. I'm done with you. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. It's more out of fear.
So question for you.
Yeah.
What would be a relationship, like a husband and wife boundary? And what would be like a parental, like your kid and you boundary?
Oh shoot. So what would be? So say that again.
So what would be a boundary like between a husband and a wife or in a relationship?
Yeah.
Right? Versus a boundary between a child and a parent.
Okay. So I'm gonna say something.
Ooh, I can't wait. It's going to be controversial. I already saw his face. Because when he gets that face, he's like, I'm going to say something. You might get offended, but I love it. Go
No,
for
it's
it.
not. It's not. It's just I don't want it to come out as dirty.
I'm just worried about what he's going to say. Okay. Thankfully, we are online, so I know somewhat maybe edited that it was just me.
It's never gonna be edited. It is what it is.
Sometimes I have to remind him. I'm like, listen, I am not like there has to be some like type of boundaries with the things that you say. In front of me.
No, not here. Oh, forget that, dude.
I'm like, did you mean to say that to me?
Yeah, I did. Bruja.
Like this guy. See that is not.
Bruja is a term of endearment. Bruja means witch.
Anyway.
That's all it is. It means
Anyway,
it
go.
means you're cosmic. You're getting. Are you
In
angry?
what world? No, I'm not.
okay.
I'm like, in what world would that mean you're cosmic? And then Miguel, like, what is it? What did the Linda say? Miguelisms?
Oh, Miguelisms.
Miguelisms. Those are kind of controversial. Sometimes I'm like, that's why I tell you guys, if you're listening to him and he says something that has offended you, trust me, trust and believe that probably he doesn't even know what he said. Like he doesn't understand the context of it. And he didn't mean it that way. Anyway, go on.
So, boundaries between a husband and wife.
Yeah, what would be a boundary?
So, respecting each other's intimacy levels,
Okay. That's a good boundary.
right?
I think that's a good boundary.
So sometimes intimacy is very important.
Sorry, let me laugh. Go ahead.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I'm just laughing. Go for it. Sorry, go ahead.
What is happening? What did I? That was not a joke. You don't think it's important?
Of course it's important. No,
So why are you
100%. I'm just laughing. Go for it. No, intimacy levels and discussing those stuff, 100%.
Right. So I think, so here's actually, let me throw it out here. Ready?
Okay, I'm worried.
Yeah, you should be worried.
I know, because I'm like,
I don't want personal stories. Ready?
okay. I wasn't planning on giving any.
I know. But I'm just saying. Sometimes a partner, sometimes a husband, sometimes a wife, like something like whatever, they want to be intimate, right? But then the other partner's like, no, I'm not into it, or not right now. I'm not in the mood, or whatever the case is, right? And so the person that wants it should respect that.
Yes.
Right? 100%. You should never force somebody to whatever, right? At the same time, the partner should, if the partner's saying that all the time,
okay,
then the partner's being disrespectful.
Okay.
Does that?
Then, yes, there needs to be a conversation around that.
And there needs to be a conversation, right?
Yes.
Because if let's say person A tells person B, hey, the moon is out.
The moon is out.
The tide is high.
Okay.
Right? And so
I hope this doesn't scar me from seeing the moon out.
No, it will. And then when the partner's like, yeah, not right now, I'm too tired, or whatever, I think that's 100% important. And I think you should never force. But now if months go by,
yes, then there is a problem, right?
And that person is always saying no. I think there needs to be a conversation, because it becomes very unhealthy, right?
Yeah.
And there needs to be a conversation, be like, hey, I get it, but like we need to, we only get a couple of full moons in the year.
That needs to be.
This needs to happen, right?
We are.
So I think so. That's a boundary. I think that's a boundary.
Oh, Camilla's just so good at talking about this stuff. Cosmic, that's a stretch, bro. Oh yes, thank you.
What is it?
When you said that bruja is cosmic, and he was like, "See, Bev calling you out."
That's like you're ruining high tide and moons for me. Just make it a code word. Yeah. Right?
But no, I do agree. I do agree that there needs to be, to a healthy relationship, there needs to be intimacy, right?
Yes.
And if both of you and your spouse are not in the same level, then there needs to be a conversation.
Yeah.
So the boundary at that point would be one of the things that Mike always tells the kids, and like that we've talked about this. It's like, in order to be intimate, it takes two yeses. It can't be just like one no and one yes, right? Yeah. And if it's like a no and a no, then it's like a no, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, there also needs to be the other side where you're taking your other spouse's feelings and, relationship into account.
Months? I say more than 2. I know. Listen, I don't want to get into detail. I know I was going, when I said months, I know I was making the stretch.
It's like
but
6 months.
3 years.
I know. Maybe that's why you're so angry.
I said no personal stories, man. How did you know?
That's why you're wearing the blue sweater for a blue moon. He's like, I need a code word. When the sweater comes out, that is the time.
You know that we have kids watching the show, right? Like we have.
You have just scarred a whole bunch of kids, guys.
Youth, I'm sorry, but yeah, having healthy appetite is good. Yeah, is a good sign of good health. Absolutely. But yeah, so I just saying that like you. So while you want to be respected because you're saying no, you have to like.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree.
So your second relation, what's a good boundary between you and your children?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one. Do I have any with my kids? And this is the thing is...
You probably do, but they're just so innate that your kids know not to cross them, right? Like, action A leads to action... Like, if I do A, it's going to lead to consequence B, and this is the reason why I don't do it.
No, but those are rules. We're talking about boundaries.
But, like...
Do you have... Okay, maybe I'm... What's a boundary that you have with your kids?
Well, I think it's a rule as well, but it's the way that they speak to each other and the way that they speak to us.
Yes,
right?
Yes, that's a boundary.
So that would be a boundary, and like...
My kids call me dumb all the time.
I mean, just kidding. I'm just...
I gave Levi... Levi's getting big.
Yes, he is.
I
saw him.
Yeah, his hand he doesn't have hands anymore. He's
Are
got,
they bigger than yours
He's
now?
got paws. Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
They're thick sausages, each finger, right? Like they're just absolutely massive.
Yeah.
And they're big. Like he
Yeah.
towers over me, right? And so
Is he taller than you now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So now he's starting to step up to me. Like he always wants to wrestle. And I'm like, dude, I'm not decrepit yet.
There we go.
Like I'm not there yet. And he goes, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And he pushes me like he wants to start something. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to get into it because if we start like wrestling, I'm gonna forget you're my child. I'm gonna hurt you, and the police are gonna come. Like, just come on. So yesterday,
Okay.
it was Seth was over, Daniela was over, his girlfriend. Like we had the whole family there, and he was starting to like step up to me. And I just finished cooking dinner for the whole family.
You cooked?
14 people I cooked for yesterday.
What did you cook?
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Your hot dogs with butter? Your personal.
First of all, those are delicious. You've tried it, so don't even go there.
Okay.
It was it's fettuccine. Not Alfredo, but it was like a fettuccine Alfredo. Like I made the sauce. It was a combination of mushroom and chicken broth.
Okay.
It was actually absolutely phenomenally delicious. And garlic. 2 loaves of garlic bread,
Okay.
right? With with cheese and stuff like that. And chicken.
Okay.
The way that I cook my chicken is it just melts in your mouth. And shrimp, garlic shrimp.
Okay.
Dude, it was a hot meal. It was. We had 11, 12, 13. We had 13 people yesterday.
Wow.
And I just cooked for everyone.
That's awesome.
So then there was an audience, and this guy was stepping up to me. So he went to push. Now again, I've been around the block a couple of times.
Okay.
I know how to fight. So he was pushing me, and one of those pushes, I grabbed his arm and I pulled him in. Because you know when you push, you put your whole body.
Yeah.
So he just goes forward, exposing his neck.
And so what'd you do?
I gave him a headlock. And he's like, and so I'm like, I'm still your dad. I can still take you out. He goes, okay, I'm sorry. But then I let him go, and he goes, lucky shot, man, lucky shot. And so he pushed me. I grabbed him. I flipped him upside down. And so
He's a big kid too, right?
I know. And this is where everybody was like, what is happening? Because literally he was upside down. His feet was like this, and I had him like around his belly.
Okay.
And I was squeezing. He goes, Dad, I want to puke. Dad, I want to puke. I'm like, are you going to stop? He goes, yes. And then I just let him down. So
I don't know. I feel like that's healthy though. I feel like boys need to wrestle and like get that all out. So
yeah. I love wrestling too. But anyways, healthy boundaries. Henry, you can. Oh, here's a healthy boundary from Bev. What does it say? Boundaries for kids.
You can be upset, but you can't hurt people, places, or things. 100%.
Yeah. Low key hot dogs.
Hot dogs and butter and sound good.
Bev, I'm telling you right now, next time you guys come over, I'm gonna make you this hot dog meal. It is absolutely incredibly delicious. It's garlic hot dogs.
Yeah, the way he like cuts them up, it's like in a butter sauce. That's what it is. Like you see it, and I think you put other stuff on it. I don't know.
I do.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
Yeah, I have
I had to learn how to make something out of nothing on my mission.
a garlic hot dogs was it. Like you spruced it up.
That's all I had access to. But a healthy boundary for kids. I'm with you on that one as well. They have to be the way that they talk to each other needs to be respectful. You can be mad at somebody, but you cannot belittle them. And so I think that's a boundary that we've set for our family. You can even be mad at me. I don't care. You can scream respectfully. You can't tell me off. But you just have to be mindful that I'm still your father.
Yeah. I think another boundary, like kind of thinking about boundaries in our household, I think one boundary for our kids as well, or like a family rule perhaps, right? But it's you support each other. Like if our kids have sporting events, our kids need to go to those sporting events. We travel as a family. And then the same thing even with church events. Okay. We go as a family to church, and then we come back as a family from church. So I don't know. I think it's all depending on your values, your family, what's important to you.
Family, yeah. So you know what? Actually, when we changed the word family standards, we have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
So no devices around the dinner table.
Yes, I have the same thing.
Yeah. No devices behind closed doors.
Same.
I do not want you on your phone with the door closed. It needs to be. And I always tell them, this is a big thing. Rooms are not meant for living; they're meant for sleeping. So I do not want you in your room all day because you're trying to avoid the family.
I know. I don't like. Well, I should say though, when I was a teenager, I did spend a lot of time in my room, but I also had access to my phone, so that's one of the reasons why I was in my phone, and like behind closed doors. But now having kids and having that experience and being almost isolated from my family because I did it to myself, right?
Yeah.
That experience now with my kids, I'm like, I don't want it. And we have the same thing. We have no devices behind closed doors, so we don't have no devices on our second floor. We have nothing around the table. That's one of the biggest pet peeves for me when people are at the dinner table and everybody's on a phone. I feel bad though because I did went out and I was on the phone for a little bit, but for the most part, no devices on the phone, not devices on the table. And then the last one that I learned from you was no devices when we're watching a family movie.
Oh yeah.
And that was really bad for myself and Mike. I think even more myself. Like my little one called me out and she was like, "You're always on your phone." And I'm like, who's more on their phone, Daddy or Mama? And she's like, Mama. I was like trying to I thought she would say Mike and she said me. I was like, holy crap.
I do a workshop for parent, like I do a parent engagement. At the end of the parent engagement, I always say towards the end, I'm like, okay, here's a task for you guys to go home. This Friday, I want you to have a family, and here's something that you guys can do as well. What it's called a living room family camp out.
Yeah.
And so grab cushions, grab drapes, grab covers, grab blankets from all over the house, whatever, and just have a camp out in the family living room.
Yeah.
Go buy some treats, get them some candy, get them some like whatever, and popcorn, and then just let them pick a movie.
Yeah.
So two things. Number one, they have to pick the movie. Mm-hmm. And you're just going to camp out in the middle of in the living room, right? Friday to Saturday. Saturday, you got nothing to do, camp out. Mm-hmm. Rule number 2, besides the television, no devices.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to see the kids, because I have them sitting down and the parents standing up in the back. It's incredible to see time and time again where they're like, they hear the instructions, they turn around, and then they're like, yes.
I know. And it's like as an adult, sometimes we're so focused on kids not being on devices. And like, what about us? Like,
Yeah.
I came to the hard relaxation when my little one told me. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
No phones on the table.
So we've started to slack on that one, but I'm going to bring it back. Yeah, no devices on while watching television.
Yeah.
So that's a good family standard. So yeah, so no devices around the dinner table, watching whatever, and no behind closed doors. That's a big one, especially, and no going to the bathroom. Do you know that I forget what the stats was, but the stats of kids going on inappropriate websites while in the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Astronomical. It is like I forget what the stat was, but it like you're in the bathroom, you're locked, you're whatever, and you're just there chilling, just sitting, doing nothing, and so you start to scroll, and if you already have like an inkling to see those things, you tend to go on them when you're in the bathroom. Was
like the ultimate privacy, right? That who's going to be around you at that time?
Yeah. That you're locked, and you're. It's the one place where you are expected to lock the door. So nobody's going to be coming in.
Yeah.
So it's the ultimate place of privacy.
Yeah.
And that's where kids just go and, pornography. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyways, it's just very interesting, but those are good things. Again, we call them in our house, we don't call them family rules. We call them family standards. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, sir. What would you model? What you model is what the kids learn, what your kids learn, right? So what is one thing, and I ask myself this all the time, if you were on your deathbed and you were just like about to like, what's the one thing that you would want your kids not to learn, but to model after the way that you've lived your life?
I think is the value of service. Yeah. I'm like, it was 2 things. It's personal development and service.
Personal development and service.
Yeah. That would be, because within personal development, I put like faith and taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, because that builds faith in God, faith in yourself.
Yeah.
And then the other one is service, because service is equal to love. How do we love people? Through service, right? And that's how we grow in love to each other. So I think those would be the 2 things that I would hope. No, not that I hope. I feel like everything in my life, the way that at least Mike and I structure our kids, would help them to see that. because we want to lead by example.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've told my kids that on my tombstone, I want to say every problem has a solution. My dad was very big on solution, like finding solutions.
Yeah.
Just very, very, yeah, every problem. And it doesn't matter what kind of problem. It can be like not just emotional relationship, but just something's broken around the house. And that's why everybody here, like they call me MacGyver, right? Whatever gets broken, I can fix.
You're like the jack of all trades, master of none.
You're so funny.
All right. Camilla says gratitude. Yes, I love that. And AJ says everyone has rule about kids in rooms. My rule is simple. If it's calm and quiet, I'm not asking questions. I love it. Okay, Mike says only 2 kids signed up for sports or extracurricular time. Yeah, that's one of our new family rules.
Oh.
Yeah, we're taking a season out from doing sports as well, just because we've realized how much chaos it starts in the house.
Yes.
So, and I've been seeing, like, I follow a lot of people who talk about family health and who are all about empowering families and having good relationships. And one of the advice that I keep seeing over and over and over again is how travel sports are hurting families, right? They hurt you financially. They hurt you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because one, they hurt you financially because you're investing all this money into it. And sometimes you're stretching yourself beyond what you can pay, right?
Yeah.
Then the second thing is that now travel sports means that you are out in a hockey arena or somewhere else like 3 times a week. And then you have all these other tournaments that you have to go where you have to travel and you have to pay hotel and all that stuff, right?
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
So it's the whole thing, like, when do you have time to connect with your kids? When do you have time to teach them the everyday? And one of the things that Mike and I were having this conversation is that he was telling me that he was watching videos about and studies that show that if a child is heavily involved only in one sport for the whole duration of their like childhood, is that once they stop doing that sport, they get heavily attached to a sense of identity. So I am a basketball player, I am a hockey player, I am like this. And then after 18, you kind of stop and it's like, who am I?
Oh,
what do
wow.
I have to offer? Like, what is there? So it's really important to just give a chance for kids to be kids, right?
So there's a book, I forget what the book was. There's a book talking about that, and then they relate it to the university study, the Theseus' ship.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't.
Do you want me to do the experiment on you?
Okay, let's do it. Let's see.
I'm
ready.
You probably have heard it.
Maybe. I don't, not that I can remember.
Theseus' ship. You've never told this to you?
No, you're failing. Look at you. Aren't you supposed to be like this personal development guru who's making me better? What happened to you?
Mike, I'm about to better your woman right now. Ready?
All right, go for it.
Shouldn't say woman. They'll probably get canceled.
I know, 100%. I'm like, you chauvinistic. No, I'm just kidding.
When did that become an insult when you call somebody a woman? I don't
know.
Can I tell you that bothers me?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't care.
Woman, it is, I mean, it is the best, most precious title that can be given.
I agree with you. I am A-okay with it.
And there's nothing greater
But I guess
than...
it's in the context that you say it. Like, with you, I don't care, right? But I'm like, if you're trying to be, not you, but like there are men who have used it in a demeaning way. So in that sense.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Mike says I've told it to her. So I'm like, I'm not sure if it was what we were talking about before or maybe the study that you're talking about.
If he's told it to you, the minute I start giving you the test, you'll know exactly what it is.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so Theseus was a Greek, I don't want to say warlord, but a Greek general.
Okay.
And he conquered many nations in this one particular ship. So anytime that he would go to a new land, it would be on his ship, right? And they would be like, oh, Theseus' ship is coming, right? And so people would fear not just him, but also the ship. The ship meant he's coming to conquer us. The biggest story that he's known for is there was a minotaur that was ravaging a village, which is human body, head of a bull.
Okay.
Greek mythology.
Okay.
So he came in, killed it, saved the city, right? So anyways, Theseus' ship. Once he retired, they put his museum they put his ship in a museum.
Okay.
It's for all to come see the ship of Theseus, right?
Okay.
Over years, a plank needed to be replaced. Okay? It was starting to get rotten, whatever, after years of, whatever. So they replaced one little plank, the wood plank.
Okay.
Okay? Is it still Theseus' ship?
90% of it is. So I would say yes.
Okay. And so then over time, then another plank. Now there's 2 planks that are being replaced.
Okay.
Is it still Theseus' ship?
I would say that it stops being Theseus' ship once it's like less than 50% of it. Then
Okay.
it becomes to be a replica of it.
Okay. So yeah. And so the experiment actually goes, so it's a thought experiment that's done in a university, right?
Yeah.
So the thought experiment is over time, every single part of that ship was replaced. All the planks, all the woods, all the nails, the helm, the sail, the ropes, the
then it's a
steering wheel,
replica.
everything. 100% everything was replaced by a better version, or just, what updated.
Yeah.
Is it still Theseus' ship?
It's a replica. To me, it's a replica of his ship.
So in 1836, a professor at university so that's one aspect of the experiment.
Okay.
Okay. And there's discussions. Is it his ship? Is it not a ship? And it's incredible to see people taking both sides, right? Yes, of course, the essence is there. It's still his ship. It's in the museum. It's being known as Theseus' ship. It's still Theseus' ship. Then in 1930 something, a professor came in and said, okay, let me throw a wrench in this. This is my tone.
I totally thought you were going to pick it up. Hello?
No. So in 1830 something, whatever, a professor came in through a wrench in this thought experiment. He says, what would happen if you have another guy that's been collecting all the thrown pieces, right? And over time, he's collected everything, all the nails, all the whatever, and he rebuilds from the old pieces, Theseus' the pieces into the ship in his own backyard. Which one's his ship? Which one's his ship? Is it the one that's in the museum or the one that's in the guy's backyard?
That's interesting. My first thought is that the one that's in the guy's backyard, although the labor is different. So I'm like, maybe both of them end up being replicas. I don't know.
So so this book says that's what we tend to do with our children.
Okay.
We outsource their parenting. So it becomes, what ends up happening is that they're your children, but they spend more time with coaches and mentors and people outside because we've put them in there.
Yeah.
So then and sometimes.
So it's like, at what point are they still your kids?
Right.
Oh my gosh. No, listen,
Right.
that's one of the reasons why I stopped going to work full time as a nurse, because I was outsourcing the parenting because I had to at the time. It was my mom, but my mom was spending all day with them because, I needed to work, and Mike and I would leave our house at 6:30 in the morning, come back at 6:30 or like 6 p.m. and then they'd be in bed by 7:30.
Yeah, it's tough.
So it's so difficult. The very small moments that we have, we do need to be mindful and intentional of how we want to spend it with our children.
Yeah, and so now this is not to say that putting kids in sports or organized sports is a bad thing.
No, I think
it's a really good thing.
Yeah.
What this person was saying is that we put them, that other people spend more time with our children.
Yeah.
That they're the ones that are teaching the values. Now, sometimes, a lot of the times, the values that are being taught by third parties align with the same values that you want to be teaching in them at home, right? But you have to also be mindful. So 2 things happen. They're not just receiving values from their coaches, but they're also receiving values and teachings from their team members. So now there's another household. So at Bobby's house, they can stay up till 12 o'clock every Friday, right? And Bobby is a team player.
Yeah.
Right. And so then all of a sudden, hopefully 9 times out of 10, the coach is teaching the same values, the same good principles that is being taught at home, whatever. But then you got all those other kids and in their households and their parents. And so then, at what point do you stop raising your children and somebody else is raising them? Right.
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very careful. And that's where, if a child comes to you and they seem different, it's because someone else has gone to them.
Yeah.
Someone else is teaching them, and it can be a device, it can be a friend group, it can be a team, or whatever the case is. So you just make sure that you protect those children, and that, yes, put them in organized stuff and whatever, but it cannot substitute family time. You also, just like how you are, there's a schedule to putting your kids in sports, there's got to be a schedule to putting your kids in family time.
Yeah.
Where you're having dinners together as a family, you're going to church together as a family, you're praying together as a family, you're waking up, you're having breakfast together as a family. Like, whatever the case is, you gotta, the same effort that you put into the sports, you gotta put into your family as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So that is a boundary then, I would say.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of my kids, Seth was in singing. Elias, nothing. Levi, nothing. The girls, nothing. One of the girls wants to play piano, then that's fine. My second youngest, he's in dancing.
Okay.
But that's like twice a week.
Yeah.
And then whatever. But again, no one else is raising my children. Like, we're still going to church together. Every night we have family prayer. Mm-hmm. We have breakfast together as a family, and 4 times out of the week we have dinner together as a family. So yeah. Anyways,
that's our little thing about sports. Yeah.
That is our thing about sports. There's a thing here that says staying soft in hard moments.
Mm-hmm. Do you get what that means?
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, the way that I think of it is like Christ-like attributes: meek, humble, long-suffering, and all that kind of stuff. Where you're not being offended technically by what the person's saying, but you're really trying to listen to understand rather than react.
Yeah, there's no growth when your heart is hardened.
Yeah.
So if somebody sends you like this nasty text message, right?
Go for it.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that's just an example.
Yeah, I love it. Please do.
Why are you
Enlighten
smirking?
me. What do you mean? I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, no. If somebody sends like this nasty, like horrific, disgusting text message,
Mm-hmm.
that
really like throws a dagger in your heart.
Yeah. There's no progression from that particular person. And so you just have to learn.
You are so lucky that your life is such a hot mess that I'm not going to take anything that you say into offense. My heart is soft.
Why are you taking this so personal?
I'm not.
This is just a random example.
Maybe that is the reason why your life is such a hot mess. You're welcome. You're welcome for being such a good friend to you. That's what I would like to say.
I don't remember saying thank you.
You don't need to. You do not need to. I know the level. I know how much you need me. And to that, I want to say, it's okay. I'm here.
Yeah, I don't think you read this properly. I don't think you're reading into this properly. I think you're way off.
Right. I am way off.
No, but if somebody...
Miguel Martinez, I know your deepest, darkest secret. Do you really want to have me as an enemy? Let's be honest here.
Nothing has scared me more than that statement. I'm going to tell you right now. I just puckered up. I was like,
God.
Look, that's not.
I'm just joking. Listen, even if
I got stuff about you too. Don't think you're all innocent, bro. I got. Oh my gosh,
you got so much stuff about me.
I got so much dirt. Like I was like, I restrained myself.
Really?
From lashing out when you send those nasty texts. I control. I'm reading. I'm like, you know what?
Let me just ignore. Ignore for now.
Okay, Maria, you're right. let me start my 36 repentance process with you.
For you, it should be 40. Anyway, what were we talking about before? Oh the nasty text messages you've received.
And obviously I'm joking, but whether it's text or in person or something, and I always say this, and I've said this so many times on the podcast, you cannot run into a burning building. You have to let the fires settle.
Let the fire settle.
Why?
What? I'm agreeing with you.
I know,
I am
but
100%.
Why are you being so weird? Why are you being so weird?
I am not being weird. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, I think we're done. We're done with this
Please
segment.
give us advice. Please continue.
No, it's just that. You can't run into a burning building. You have to let the fire settle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if it means walking away, having a good night's rest.
100%. I'm so sorry. I think something inside of me, I got like a case of the giggles or something. It has nothing to do with you.
Clearly, it has something to do with me. Clearly, it has something to do with me. But yeah, so just make sure that you have to stay soft.
Yeah.
Heart-wise, right? And because two things, the person can work with you, right? The person can work with you, or you can work with each other, but then also God can work with you.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're both very, very faith-based in everything that we do. And you can't, and the Bible is very, very descriptive. You cannot plant good seed in hard soil. So that soil has to be ready and it has to be good. So if it means going for a walk, if it means taking a time out, if it means going to the gym, if it means like whatever the case is, you have to figure out a way to calm down.
Yeah.
And then save those relationships that are important, right?
Yeah.
So I know that, again, it's about talking about the Quitters Month. If there's a relationship there that you want to fix, or if there's something or someone that you're going to do better with, these are just some things that you have to.
I have a question for you. What about those relationships? Okay, we have like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What about those relationships that you're like, when should you quit a relationship or a friendship? Should you ever quit a friendship or a relationship?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so what is the time that you think it would be okay? Like, this is a time to walk away.
I was going to give you 2 more weeks.
Did I pass?
You barely.
I barely passed.
You were like on the
Guys,
cuff.
I almost, this relationship almost didn't survive. Oh my gosh.
We would have had, the last episode would have been just one slide, not coming back.
What would we be like?
Yeah, there are, yes. Listen, there's no such thing as a bad friend. Because if they're bad to you, they're not friends.
True. Yes. True. I agree.
Right?
I agree. Okay. Yes.
Right? And so
Yes.
if someone is treating you horrible, if when you're around them, you feel belittled, if you're around them, you're not getting any value. People are allowed to have bad days.
Yes.
Right? And if, let's say you and I, right? I'm allowed to have a bad day. If I come at you and I'm snappy or whatever, it has nothing to do with us. It has something to do with me. And because of the friendships that we have, you're going to give me grace, right?
Lots and lots of grace for
Okay,
this man.
you relax. Sit down. sit on your high horse.
Honestly,
And notice how I said me, right? Because it's normally the other way around, but that's okay. We're not going there. And that's out of the blue moon. And vice versa, right? If
Yeah.
you come at me and snap me, I'm like, okay, there's something else happening here, right? Like that's out of the ordinary. However, if every time we get together, whether it's like as couples or like partners in business or just whatever, and then you're always, or I'm always like
yeah, then
treating
that's
you
not-
bad, belittling you, whatever, I'm not a friend. I've stopped being a friend, and then there's something. And now if you value the person, right? If let's say you did have a good relationship, then maybe communication. Hey, what's going on here? I've noticed that, it's been 2 months now, and every time we get together, you're always taking these cheap shots. Did I do something to offend, right? Why are you smirking?
No, why can I smile?
No, because you're looking at me like,
Yes, Camila, it is true. I am a
Maria
saint.
said, Camila, relax.
Where's my shrine? We need a shrine.
you have no shrine. I would burn it to the ground.
Lies. Anyway, go on.
But and if you value, and if they're like, 2 things are gonna happen. Either they're gonna tell you why, or they're like just not changing and just whatever they tell you, they don't tell you why. To save your sanity and to save your energy and your spirit, there may be a season of separation.
Yeah, I agree.
And a season of separation doesn't have to be long, right? Sometimes you just need a year away from a person, or whatever, just some form of time.
I think the time where it stops and it's good to quit that relationship is when you're willing to work at it, but the other person is
100%,
not. If the
yeah.
other person is not in the same plane as you, they don't want to work it out, they don't want to communicate with you, you're having these difficulties, they're being a certain way, and like whatever you say, they're not willing to kind of like go through the messy with you. I think at that point you're like, okay, this is a season separation. This is a time where we need to step away, and it's okay.
Then you can be there for them still. Like if they ever turn around and come back and be like, hey, listen.
Be there for them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about some seasons of separations, and I'm guessing maybe if things were to change and the behavior was different.
You're telling me that if you and I got into this huge, massive argument.
But that's different. We have like...
And a year goes by and we're not talking to each other. And all of a sudden, something's happened in my family or my kids need help or something. And I call you and be like, Maria, I need your help.
Fine, yes.
You're telling me you wouldn't come to my rescue?
I would come.
1,000%, right?
I come. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Okay, fine. It is. I would go. You're right. I think it's depending on the person. Yes. You know what? Yeah. Let me back it up. I think it is. I think if I was to communicate, there are certain relationships that haven't worked out for me, but I think maybe at a certain point, if there was a level of communication that happened, maybe at that point I would, and I would have to see how the relationship evolves. Like if they're still the same way, then nothing has changed.
And I'll tell you, especially you, when I asked you what would be your last dying wish to tell your children to follow, and you said service. Yeah. If your worst enemy, and I can think of one person. No, not me. No, not me. I know this person. You know I know this person. Okay. And they come to you and she's like, hey, I need your help.
Yeah, I would help.
And you'd be like, listen, I'm having trouble right now. I need you to come over. You would drop everything that you're doing because
Camilla, you're right. I am a saint.
Okay, I relax because I didn't say that. All I said was that you're a good person. Saint is a stretch. I am a
saint. To be able to work with this man, oh my gosh.
I think this is where we're done with our podcast.
I need some like medication before. No, I'm just kidding.
That I agree with.
This is so stressful. Like honestly.
I make you better. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. If anybody makes anybody better, you guys know. Like let us know who makes the podcast better. We know. That's okay.
We know people are going to choose you because whatever.
Because it is true.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have new colors. So
it looks so good, right?
So we have three more new colors besides black. We have this hot pink and then a sand color. And every time you purchase a sweater or a shirt, 100% of the profit, everything goes towards helping a school bring in a mental health day. So please
support.
Mm-hmm. Like, share, subscribe. All of our social sites are right across there. And then go from there.
What was your biggest takeaway?
You need medication.
How much of a good friend I am and how I would be there even if you were ridiculous in a year. See? You're welcome. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this podcast. Miguel's life is on fire. Please pray for him.
Pray for me.
Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your...
I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye.